Baseball. Oh, baseball. I can't get enough. Good evening, everybody. Happy Monday, and welcome to another edition of Barrel Up Podcast. This is your host, John Carlos, and tonight we're going to talk about Willy Adames, Francisco Lindor, and Trey Turner, denominated by Barrel Up Podcast, myself, as the top three shortstops in the National League in all of 2022. But before we start, don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, Barrel Up Podcast. Follow us on Instagram, BarrelUp_baseball. Like this video, comment down below. Follow us on Anchor and on Spotify as Barrel Up Podcast for this and many more episodes via audio. Come into Barrel Up Baseball Player Development. We're actually in Barrel Up Baseball Player Development, the facility right now, in the part of the studio. Guys, thank you for all the support. It's a dream come true. We're here Monday through Saturday, so Monday through Friday, 1 to 8 p.m., training all different ages of kids, whether you're 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, all the way up to 20 years old, etc. Helping the kids develop the skills necessary to be a good infielder, outfielder, pitcher. We work on hitting mechanics. So come on down and call us before anything. 347-450-2524. Again, 347-450-2524. We're gonna have different age group teams that will be competing throughout the New York or tri-state area, housed out of Barrel Up Baseball Player Development. We are working on winter workouts this coming September, October, November, and a little bit of December as well. So look for the information on BarrelUp_baseball. Okay, so tonight let's talk about who we think are the best three shortstops in the league this year. We're going to start with Willy Adames. Willy Adames is a little bit viral right now because he has just surpassed the franchise record in Milwaukee for shortstops with home runs in a year. Willy Adames, let's look at his stats this year. Willy Adames has taken 497 at-bats, posting up an average of 239, just hit home run number 30, and has driven in 92 runs. 92 runs as a shortstop's 30 home runs. He doesn't hit much for average in his early years of his MLB career, but you can definitely see that the power numbers and the RBIs are there. He is the sensation, the spark of the Milwaukee Brewers. He's definitely a fan favorite throughout Major League Baseball, but not only Major League Baseball, also with the fans of the Milwaukee Brewers. Fielding wise, in total, we see that Willy Adames has played 121 games. He has 155 putouts in 297 attempts, only 13 errors, and has a fielding percentage of .972. This is why I put him on the list as one of the best shortstops for the National League this year. A fielding percentage of .972. Very sure-handed shortstop, okay? And he's in a team that is only 2 games away from that wild card position in the National League division. Willy Adames. Moving on to many people's favorites. We have Trey Turner. Trey Turner, the shortstop for the Los Angeles Dodgers. Trey Turner in 2022 has posted up 589 at-bats, an average, this is the very interesting piece right here, an average of 304, hitting for average, right, as a shortstop, 304. 20 home runs and 97 RBIs. 20 home runs and 97 RBIs, 3 shy of 100, which is remarkable for the shortstop position. A shortstop that's driving in 100 runs a year, that is amazing. That is above average. This is why he is also on the list as one of, if not the best shortstop for the 2022 season in the National League. When we look at the defensive side, he has 143 games played, 164 putouts in 294 attempts, 15 errors, throughout the whole season and has a 968 fielding percentage. We all know how important Trey Turner is for the Los Angeles Dodgers, the Dodgers who are already in the playoffs. They clinched. They have the best record in baseball. But Trey Turner is a centerpiece for this team. He's the starter up, as he's always hitting one or two in the lineup and finds ways to get on base. One of the best skills that he possesses is his speed. When Trey Turner is on base, he gets all the pitchers nervous. 20 home runs and 97 RBIs with an average of 304. Very much so among the best hitting shortstops in all of baseball with that average. Trey Turner, if I'm not mistaken, will be looking for a major extension next year, as he deserves it. The guy, year in through year out, is a player that, number one, stays on the field, number two, produces, and number three, he's a quiet guy. You don't hear him in any controversies. You just see him playing the game the right way and helping his team, whether it was with the Nationals, winning the World Series, and now with the Dodgers, who, like it or not, they're in the playoffs every year and they go far. Keep that in mind. Number three, and when I say number three, I'm not listing them as the best, number one, Willie Adames, or number two, Trey Turner, just on the list. I'll give that homework to you guys, the ones that are watching. You tell me who's number one, number two, number three on your list, right? Who would you put first, second, or third out of these three? Or if you have other candidates, go right ahead. This is a show for the fans and for all the baseball lovers. So number three, I would say, as the third shortstop, not 1, 2, 3, right? Just on the list, Francisco Lindor. Francisco Lindor has had a comeback season for the Mets. As we all know, that last year, 2021, he did not play to the level that we all know that Francisco Lindor can play. Francisco Lindor this year has had 572 at-bats, posting up an average of 267, 24 home runs, and 94 RBIs. That is his offensive statistics as of today, with a little less than 15 to 14 games to be played throughout the season. Francisco Lindor, in 145 games played this year, has had 189 putouts, assistance or attempts. He has had 361, only 9 errors, having a fielding percentage of 984. Out of these three shortstops, the most sure-handed one is Francisco Lindor this year. We all know that he's a slick defender and has a quick bat, can do it from the right or left side of the plate, and he's a very, very smart defensive shortstop. Francisco Lindor, many may say that is still the best shortstop in baseball. I'll leave that to your opinion, to your analysis. But for sure, he has played better baseball this year, has stayed on the field, no injuries from Francisco Lindor, and he is a catalyst for the first place Mets in the National League East division. The Mets are battling with the Atlanta Braves to see who will top it off, who will take the division this year, as the Mets are 1 game above the Atlanta Braves. Francisco Lindor is now on the upside when it comes to proving that he does deserve the $341 million that were given to him last year by the Mets for 10 plus years. So I want to know what your opinion is. Who do you think is the best shortstop in the National League thus far this year? We will talk about also the American League best shortstops, right? What is the characteristic that makes you say who you're going to say? What shortstop has been more valuable and why to their team, to their respective teams? The playoffs are almost here. We're talking about 3 players that are helping their teams into the October baseball contention. So I want to know your opinion. Which of these 3, list them, 1, 2, 3, are the best? Who is the best and why? I want to know, guys. Comment down below. Thank you for all the love and support. Baseball, oh baseball. I can't get enough. We'll see you guys on the next episodes. Comment down below. Help the algorithm. Help me reach 2,000 subscribers, as that's the next milestone. And If you guys know anybody that plays baseball that wants to take their game to the next level, Barrel Up Baseball Player Development. Thank you guys for all the support, and I'll see you very soon.